Welcome to the weekend edition of the Nightly Nugent. You know what, Ted? You and I have spent a lot of time this past few years building, creating, and now growing Hunter Nation. And Hunter Nation really is all about conservative values and being the unified voice of the American hunter, making sure that the hunting rights and the traditional values that hunters live and support will be around for generations to come. And one of the big things that you and I have really been involved in long before Hunter Nation existed was predator management. We were in the original trenches of the wolf war with our friend Don Pay in Washington, D.C., trying to get at least a partial delisting of wolves across the continental 48. We're really, Hunter Nation's working hard on that right now. And honestly, Ted, I can't see where the left continues to draw a line and push back on this predator management because, and we're going to show this, there's a clip right here of a little girl in the state of California getting attacked in her front yard by a coyote, and only because her father happened to be there was he able to beat that coyote away. God only knows what would have happened if that was that little girl playing with her little brother or a friend. I also want to point out that just very recently in Meeker, Colorado, wolves killed, this is wolves, not coyotes, 18 calves, Ted, in one setting. And then I also want to point out this brave sheepdog, we're going to put his picture up, who took his job very serious. And by the way, he earned his job. He wasn't just a small chihuahua that wanted to be a sheepdog, that because we're trying to be inclusive these days, the little chihuahua wasn't guarding the sheep that day. It was actually a badass sheepdog because over a period of 30 minutes, when a pack of coyotes tried to get his herd, he killed 8 of them. It was sheepdog 8, coyotes 0 because they killed no sheep. That's why I'm personally opposed to just diversity for diversity's sake, because I don't believe a chihuahua or a poodle would have been able to do that job. I'll let you talk about that. But Ted, predator management seems so common sense. It's a problem. We're trying to deal with it. I don't know. I just want to hear your thoughts on maybe a Chihuahua garden sheep, or I don't know. It's just a topic I wanted to talk about today.
Well, it's pretty simple, Keith. You know, my friends in New York and New Jersey and out there in California, they keep calling me, Ted, we got a coyote problem out here. What should we do? We got a coyote problem. I go, coyote problem? What's a coyote problem? Around me, the coyotes have a Ted problem. I kill every coyote I see. I kill every bobcat I see. I kill every fox I see. And guess what we have across the great state of Texas? The highest number of coyotes, the highest numbers of foxes, and the highest numbers of bobcats. Because when they're in the asset column and you can actually hunt them and spend all the related revenues and family hours of recreation that go hand in hand with hunting coyotes and bobcats and mountain lions and wolves and fox and beavers and muskrats and coons and possums and skunks. You got to be kidding me. These wildlife creatures can only be one thing, either in the asset column or the liability column. And I got to tell you, these incidents of children being snatched by coyotes who are not afraid of people in California, this isn't the first time, and it's not going to be the last time. Now we finally got Governor Murphy, one of the worst people in the world of New Jersey, to finally admit that all of his citizens in New Jersey were raising such hell and such fear because the black bear population was completely out of hand, just like it is in Florida. I'm trying to get the great Governor Ron DeSantis to wake up to the black bear in Florida being in the liability column instead of the asset column. But even as Governor Murphy in New Jersey finally admitted that there's too many bears chasing kids home from school bus stops, breaking into people's homes, eating people's dogs and cats, attacking people in their yard, even the goofball Governor Murphy of New Jersey said, all right. According to science, according to sustained yield and population dynamics, you know, the model that has created the most successful wildlife health in the history of the world here in the United States of America. So Murphy said, we're going to have a bear season. And then the scamming animal rights punks got an injunction against the bear season. So they'd rather have an overpopulation of bears and have people's lives in danger and tax dollars. By the way, those 18 calves that the wolves killed in Colorado, we pay for that. Just like the lions and the bears killing all these livestock in California and Colorado, wherever liberals are in control, we have to pay and compensate these ranchers and farmers and pet owners. I'm telling you, mountain lions and black bears and coyotes and bobcats should be just like it in mountain lions in Texas. No closed season, no bag limit. And there are plenty of mountain lions, plenty of bobcats and fox and coyotes, but they're afraid of people, so they're not a danger. They're in the asset column instead of the liability column. Really? You need the author of Wango Tango to explain wildlife management. And here we are in the world of a Joe Biden drool fest. And we do need the author of Wango Tango to supersede the so-called game department bureaucrats with their chronic wasting disease lie and scam. That's right, Texas Parks and Wildlife. Your chronic wasting disease scam is a lie. Michigan Department of Natural Resources, Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. So I could go on, but I think I've made my point. When managed for value, wildlife can be an asset. When mismanaged for animal rights lies, it's a liability. Have a nice day.
You know, to our listeners and viewers, Ted and I have been talking about the format here, and we've actually been thinking about bringing a guest on once a week to talk about whatever topic that Ted and I are interested in. And Ted, you know what? I would like to start with that sheepdog down in Georgia, because I just think that's so badass that one dog, by the way, his name was Casper. It's in Georgia. Maybe next week for the weekend edition, Josh, Tim, team here, let's see if we can get Casper and his owner, and that's the badass sheepdog in Georgia that killed not one, not two, but 8 coyotes at one setting to protect the sheep. What do you think, Ted? You want to get Casper on here?
I got a backstrap for that dog. I'll tell you what a great dog that is. But I got to tell you, there's only 3 things. There's sheep, there's wolves, and there's sheep dogs. Everybody I know, all my friends, are sheep dogs protecting the sheep from the wolves. It's so simple, it's stupid.
Well, Ted, another great week. Love listening to your take on all these things. Love listening to you talk music yesterday. And of course, you and I share this passion for the great outdoors and the traditional values that only hunters can fully understand. So if you all come back next week, we're going to have more truth, logic, and common sense and current events, because I assure you, between now and Monday, the Biden administration, the liberals, and the rhinos are going to do something very worthy of Ted's take. So come back next week. We'll have some more of the Nightly Nugent right here.
And it's not too early to say Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's get ready for the greatest holiday season with the people in our lives that we love. God bless real America.